dollar index. Right now we are based on 1 hour chart. We wanna analyze the chart for the next week. Alright, same as usual. First of all, we refer back to our last video analysis and what we were expecting. Okay, if we refer back to my last video when the price was here, I said if you wanna look for buy, I prefer the price drop, or I prefer it give me a correction. Like mostly I said I prefer I get the correction here, then from there I buy the correction and trade for buy. That's why I say I don't like to trade this one. I prefer to get the correction. And even I highlighted how we can buy and sell. Even I highlighted if I get the sharp move down flag, I indicate this too exactly. I say if I get any sharp move down, sell, I will, then we can look for sell, and after that when we get the correction we can look for buy. Actually, as we can see, we get both of them, even sell and buy. All right, just I want to show how we can trade, how we usually trade. All right, the sell we got, we need to see we had a sharp move down, a small flag. If we move to a smaller lower time frame, we can see that means this trade was based on the lower time frame. Okay, we get the sharp move, a small flag. This is the sell we had it. Okay, if you refer back to my last video, I explained how we looking for sell. Alright, and now when we see we have these two and we have a divergence. Even I had a video regarding, I explained about the MACD, how we use the MACD to trade. That's mean when we see the divergence and we are based on the 15 hours, then if we, when we are in the trade, when we see this kind of the situation, whether we should take out the trade or we move our stop loss to somewhere around here in terms of price should move up. Okay, then this is the sell we have it. Then if we move to 1 hour chart, even I explain when with the price from here it give us a correction, then we look for buy. Right, we get the deeper correction and this is the buy we had as well. That means both of them, sell and buy, we get as how we explain and how we use the MACD. Okay, now before the market is closed, for those traders they have this trade. All right, whether they should take out the trade or at least move their stop loss to break even. I prefer the move it's better they move the stop loss to some profit somewhere around here. Okay, because at least they book their profit if they want to keep the trade. Okay, what we can see here is a MACD and the divergence. All right, now the question is whether we get the reversal or not. Again, all the times MACD and divergence doesn't tell us 100% we get the reversal. It help us. That's why I say if anyone wants to trade, keep the trade, it's better they move the stop loss somewhere around here in case the price sharp move down. They can book some profits. Okay, now we move to daily chart. We want to see how we can trade for the next week. Okay, refer to my last video. I say what we have here. All right, whether the price from here sharp move up or it can correct, move lower. And I explain what we prefer before we look for buy. We prefer we have some sort of the deeper correction and confirmation for the next move up. If the price from here move down, then we see how we can look for sell. This is what we can expect and what we are more interested, because if we get any buy from here in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us really good trade. In terms of the sell, the market can go lower, but it doesn't give us the trade we are looking for. That's mean in terms of the risk and reward that give us really good trade. Okay, now as I say, we are more interested in buy if we can get. Then we move to forward chart. Okay, now the only question is, can we look, this is a one move, this is a correction, we should expect one move down before the price reverse, or the price from here can go, any of them can be happen. We just need to know how to trade it. Okay, now we want to know how we can put this correction together, whether we can put this one in relative 1 2 3 and this. That means we have a running flat 1 2 3. Then we should look for one move one more move down. All right, or in another way is that these three waves we can put together with this correction. It depends on the traders, how they trade, how they read the charts. All right, anyway, the only things we are thinking whether we can put this as a running flat or not. This is the only question. Okay, now from what we can see here, the price from here can go higher and higher. All right, then if you want to look for buy, we should have some sort of the correction or flag. Or if we want to look for sell, we need to see the indication or the confirmation for the reversal. All right, now if we move to 1 hour chart, how we can trade for the next week. First of all, we need to see after when the market close, how the price can correct here. Okay, first things, we have a divergence. All right, if I want to look for buy, I should get the proper correction here, not a small flag. I won't buy if I get the small flag. Even it give a small flag, the price move up, I won't buy. If I want to buy, I prefer to get the proper correction. All right, or deeper correction before we buy. And if we buy here, as long as the price reach to this level, we should protect our trade by moving the stop loss, because when the price reach to this level, then we need to see the chart whether it give us information for the reversal or the price from here can continue go higher. Okay, but if we get the sell, if I want to look for sell, whether I see the correction here or not, if I see any sharp move, a small flag, I will look for sell, similar to what here I have here again and again. All right, and I will be more interested in sell, because if I get a sharp move, a small flag in terms of the risk and reward can give me a better trade. All right, but for buy, the only times I can get very good trade, this is all the correction and the price we are here is reversing. Okay, now as I explained how we can trade for the next week, we want to see how the price can correct here, and if we get a buy, what we need to do, and if we get a sell, what we need to do. And what we more interested, if we can get whether from here the price move up, if we get the sell, the price come to this low, then from there, even the price go lower, then from there we look for buy. It can give us a better trade in terms of the risk and reward and all those information we have it, but we cannot confirm and we don't know. In this case, we just follow the chart. Any trade setup we get, we trade it, whether for buy or sell, based on the information we have it, and we need to put all the information from the MACD, the way we trade together, and also before taking the trade we need to see the risk and reward at least 1 to 1. All right, at least 1 to 1. Then this is what we can see right now for the next week, and we see the market when open on Monday, then how the chart can be behaved, and from there if we see any update we share on YouTube. Thanks.